love. Girl, you look so familiar. She a bad one, she love Christian, she love diamonds. Pay attention, can I have you? Girl, I want you, girl.
What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button, comment, and subscribe for me. And please make sure y'all turn on y'all post notification. And if you haven't already, go and check out my cover video to Smiley. Is the last video I posted like either yesterday or the day before yesterday. Yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a story time, another story time. But this story time is kind of like more on the emotional side. Let me see, I'm trying to turn this light down a little bit. Okay, so this story time is kind of like more on the emotional side or whatever, because it's a topic that I really don't open up about. So I'll say like it was like the beginning of February, somewhere up in there, like towards the beginning of February. I got a call, but let me rewind this back for y'all. Okay, so I graduated the year of 2018. Okay, so me and my daddy, we really never had like a relationship. So we never really spoke like that. We never really communicated like that. The last time I really actually carried a conversation with my daddy was when I was like 14. And it was, I was about to turn 14. So I was 13 at the time, and it would have been my 14th birthday. He was supposed to be giving me gifts and stuff like that. And that was the last time I talked to him. And that was like, I give or take like 2014, 2015, something like that. So, yeah, so we never really had like a bond or whatever. So, around this time I was pregnant. I was like 20 weeks pregnant with my second baby. And I kept getting phone calls back to back. So this was around like, I'll say like 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. I kept getting calls from family members, my mama, my baby daddy's mama, just phone calls from everybody. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on, because the majority of the people that was calling, I did not know. So a few of the calls I did not answer. So my mama, she called and she was like, hey, what you doing? I'm like, nothing, I was asleep. So she was like, I was calling to let you know that your daddy passed away, whatever. So I'm just sitting, I'm like, huh? Like, what are you talking about? And she was like, I'll talk to you a little bit about it later when I get home. I gotta get back to work. So I was like, okay. So that caught my attention. So I got up, slipped on some pajama pants and came in the living room. So as I come in the living room, my phone just steady blowing up, just steady blowing. And I get on Facebook and stuff like that, and I'm seeing everybody say RIP, and I'm like, okay, wait a minute, like, what's going on? Like, this is happening way too fast, So I contacted my daddy's aunt. No, actually, she contacted me. They're twins. So they both of them, they tried calling me and stuff like that, but I didn't answer because I'm still trying to grasp everything that's going on. So as I'm sitting here waiting for somebody to explain to me what's going on, I so happen to get another phone call. And this phone call was from my daddy's nephew. And he was like, hey Deja, I was just calling to let you know that your daddy passed away and everything like that. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, this is the second person that done told me this. So like, what happened? So he was like, he was in a 4-wheeler accident. He was riding a 4-wheeler, whatever, and he got hit by a car and this, that, and the third. So I'm just like, are you serious? And mind y'all, me and my daddy never did have a relationship, so I'm sitting here trying to decide if I should show emotion or if I should just sit in shock, because I really didn't. I knew him, I knew him, but it was kind of like, okay, I didn't grow up with you, I didn't really know you like that. So it's kind of like, do I show emotion? Do I not? So, mind y'all, like I said, I was 20 weeks pregnant, and it's like all these types of emotions just floating around. I'm like, okay, should I cry? Should I not cry? Should I be mad? Should I not be mad? So it was just a lot going on. So as I'm sitting here, light went out. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So as I'm sitting there trying to, take everything in that everybody's told me, I'm like, okay, okay, let me calm down, let me ask somebody that actually know what's going on. So I had what did I do? I called somebody. No, I called my stepsister. That's what I did. I called my stepsister, which is my mama's boyfriend, daughter. So I called her, and I was talking to her, whatever, because I was like, how do you think I should feel? I was like, me and my daddy really never had a bond like that. I was like, but I'm sitting here, I don't know if I should cry or if I should be mad, because like it's a lot of stuff that I didn't get to ask that I wanted to ask. So she was like, I really don't know what to tell you. She was like, I never really been in that situation. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. So yeah, so as I'm on the phone with her, she was like, I'm gonna let you talk to my mama. Oh my god, yeah, hold on. Okay, so she was like, I'm gonna let you talk to my mama. So I was like, okay, so I'm on the phone with her mama and everything. And hold on. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm on the phone with her mom and everything, and she was like, I understand what you mean, whatever. She was like, I don't blame you. Sorry. Okay. So she was like, I don't blame you for being mad. She was like, because I had that same type of bond with my daddy. So I was like, I didn't want to be nonchalant, be like kind of, sorry. I didn't want to come up as being rude. So, I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Okay, I'm good. Okay, so I didn't want to come off as being rude. So when my mama got home, I'm sitting there, I'm talking to her, I'm like, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel because I didn't know him, I didn't know him, but it's still my parent. So one of my sisters that I know of, she stayed right down the road from me. So, she texted me and she was like, can you come to my house? So I was like, okay, I come to your house because I wasn't like, I'm gonna put it like this, I didn't break down crying until I went to go view the body and then we went to the funeral. So I'm sitting at her house, I went to her house, I'm sitting at the house, and we was just talking and everything like that, and her and her mama was just telling me about what happened, because like I said, I was woken up out of my sleep about hearing about him passing away. So her and her mom was telling me about what happened and everything like that, and then they was telling me about all the siblings that we had. But mind y'all, I only knew about 3. I knew that I had a brother, I knew that I had a sister in Nebraska, and I knew about the one whose house that I went down the day that he passed. That's the only 3 that I knew about. So I didn't know that he had more kids. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, I know that this is my sister, so who is my other sister and who is my other brother? I don't know none of them. And that's what pissed me off the most, because I'm like, okay, you never met, you never got us to meet all together so we can get to know who each other is, you know what I'm saying? Like, you basically got us out here just roaming around, basically trying to get, we're just random people on the street, and we bump into each other, or if we hanging out with friends and they so happen to be around and you get to talking or whatever, that's the only way we're going to know if we're brother and sister. We get to talking and be like, oh, who your people is? Oh, my daddy's such and such. Oh, my mama's such and such. Oh, that's my daddy. Oh, that, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. That's the only way that we would have known each other with siblings. So, like I said, that had me mad. I was so mad because we did not know each other, and I had other siblings. I have other siblings out there that I do not know about. So, after I left from my sister's house, I had got a whole bunch of information about stuff that I didn't have no clue about, no clue that that he had going on. So that made me feel even more bad. But it was crazy because I still could not show no type of emotion towards the situation. Like, I felt bad, but I still could not show no type of emotion towards the situation because of the fact that we never had a bond. But it was kind of like I wanted to, but it just wouldn't come out. So the next day came, and my mama, she was like, when do you want to go view the body? So I was like, we can go Friday, because the funeral was it was Saturday, it was Saturday, and I was like, we can go Friday, whatever, view the body before the funeral. So she was like, okay, we can go. So I went, and she was like, you gonna get some flowers, to take and everything like that. I was like, yeah, I'll get them some flowers, but I'm just joking. I was like, but I'm not spending over, I'm not spending over $50. $50 is my budget. Like that, I was just joking around, So I was like, $50, that's my budget. I'm not spending nothing over that. It is what it is. So she was like, okay. So we get to the flower shop, and I get to browsing. And I was like, oh, Mama, I like this one. Oh, I like this, and I like that one. And I end up spending over like $170 something dollars for my daddy some flowers. And I got him like a little a stone. It was, what was it? It was like a stone with a saying on it or whatever, and a prayer. And when I walked out, she was like, I thought you said that your budget was going to be only $50. I was like, I know. I was like, but I said, it is what it is. So we get to the funeral home to view the body and everything. And it was kind of like, it immediately hit me. Like, he really gone, So I'm just sitting there, I'm like, okay, I'm good. And as I get to the body, I'm like, no, this is really my daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really hurt me so bad. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, I'm just sitting there, I'm like, this really hurt me, because the fact that we did not have a bond, we did not communicate. So it was kind of like, I'm not gonna say we left on bad terms, but it was kind of like, you just left, So I'm sorry, y'all. This is really a topic that I do not talk about at all. So it's really surprising me that I'm opening up to y'all. Okay. So yeah, get to the funeral home, and like I said, I just immediately broke down. So I'm sitting there, my mama, she was like, go ahead, breathe, just breathe. And I'm like, I can't, I can't. I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, I was like, I can't breathe. I was trying to catch my breath and everything. So we left because of the fact that I was so, like, all the emotions started rushing at once, to the point where she did not want me to get sent to the hospital because of the fact that my blood pressure could have, went up. So we left and everything, and we went somewhere. I can't remember, but we was basically just riding to kind of get my mind out the fact that I just seen my daddy in the casket, So we left and everything like that, and hold on, y'all. We left and everything like that, and like I was just so quiet. Like I was just listening to music. I wasn't talking. I was just quiet. And the part that kind of got to me the most was the fact that I was gonna have to turn around and redo that all over the next day because the funeral was on a Saturday. So I was just sitting there, I was like, oh my God, oh my God, like I do not want to do this. Like I did not want to go. Like I was basically contemplating on whether I was going to the funeral or not, because I was like, I can't do it. I cannot do it. So I finally made up my mind, and I went and I got an outfit for the funeral and everything like that. And we went, and me and my sister, we sat at the back because it was me, my mama, my little brother, and my stepdaddy. That, all the ones that stay in my household, that's who went, except for my baby at the time. And then my little sister that I grew up with, it was her mama and her boyfriend that went. And we all sat in the back together, and it was another little girl that was his, or I don't know what the case may be in, but it was another little girl that could have been possibly his. And she was sitting on the other side, on the right side, and we were sitting on the left side, but they was sitting more towards the front, and we was in the very back. So we went to me and my sister, we was already in the building, but once the family cars got there, we was told to come out so we can walk back in with the family so we can review the body. So I'm just sitting there, I'm like, oh my God, like I just got here, I just went up there to look at the body, and you gonna make me go back out and come back in to look at the body once again. So I didn't complain. I got out, I left out the building. We went and I met my brother for the first time at my daddy's funeral. So I kind of enjoyed that moment because I knew I seen him before, I met him before, but it was like I never knew that he was my brother. So it was kind of like an exciting moment in the inside, but still on the outside I was still emotional. So we walk in with the family and everything like that, and we reviewed the body. Of course, me and my sister broke down once again, and that's why I did not want to walk back into the building. So we're crying and everything like that. We sitting in the front with the family, and my two aunts, they just act like we was non-existent. Like non-existent. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, these are the same 2 aunts that was blowing up my phone, letting me know that my daddy got killed or was killed or whatever. But now that y'all see me in person, now that y'all see me and my sister and my brother in person, it's kind of like, okay, what was that same energy, you know? So, we leave, everything was over, you know. Once they closed the casket, I knew that it was over with. I mean, it wasn't no coming back from it. So, they rolling him out and everything like that. And my mama, she was like, you gonna go talk to your grandma? The last time I talked to my daddy's mama, I was like 5. Maybe between 4 and 6. Put it like that. And that was literally the last time I talked to her. Like, I don't know. Like, I never understood why did they never make an effort, you know? Like, my mama always made an effort, but it was always favoritism being shown between my daddy's kids and his other brothers, and then the 2 sisters. It was always the 2 sisters' kids that was getting more attention than the brothers' kids. So me and my grandma, we never really had a bond on my daddy's side. So I went and I talked to her, you know, I was speaking to her, and it was kind of like she was trying to figure out who I was because she never seen me before. The only thing she kept saying was that I looked like Terry, which is my daddy. And you know, I was just looking at it and I couldn't do nothing but cry, because I'm like, that's sad, you know, like that's just sad that you don't even know who your own granddaughter is. Like, I remember going to her house, I spent the night with her a few times, but I mean, like, I'm 19 now, and my first time seeing her in years was when I was 18 years old. Like, when she seen me for the very first time of me being in adulthood and everything like that, I was 18. So I was just sitting there, I was like, you know, I was talking to her and everything like that, and my aunts, they just sitting there like, you know, like, I wish she hurried up and get away from the car. Like, that's the look they had on their face. Like, I wish she'd just get away from the car so we can go. So everything was over with, you know, hugs was exchanged and everything like that. And we left and we went to the mall because my mama they was invited to like a wedding party or something like that. So we went to the mall, and it kind of helped clear my head after the fact that I just buried my daddy, you know. So it kind of helped clear my mind, but it's kind of like a topic that I just do not like to talk about. Like, I don't. But yeah, that's my story time on me finding out that my daddy passed away. And I'm sorry I got emotional on y'all. I'm sorry. But yeah, like, I just don't know. Because like I said, like, me and him, we never really had a bond. Like, last time I talked to my daddy, I was like, I give or take. Like I said, I was getting ready to turn 14, so I had to be like 13 years old the last time me and him actually sat down and had a conversation. But the last time he actually seen me and he showed out was my freshman year when I got asked to prom. And when I went to prom, I came home to change and everything like that, and he was at my house. That was the last time, like, I actually, you know, just seen him. I was 15, 16 at the time. That was it. And that was the last time. So, I don't know. I just don't know. But like I said, like, it did hurt. I'm not even gonna flex. Like, it did. Because it was kind of like, dang, like, you just left unexpectedly. You know, like, I didn't get to ask you what I had to ask you. I didn't get to say what I had to say. You just left, you know. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, the story time. And if y'all did, please like and please comment and please subscribe, you know. And I'll try to do more story times if that's what y'all want to see, or that's what y'all want to hear about, you know, like personal stuff and everything like that. But I will try to get it out to y'all. But like I said, please like, comment, and subscribe, and please turn on y'all notifications so y'all can get every video that I post. And make sure y'all check out my last few videos and do the same. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, y'all.